Alright, guys and girls, we're back here for part 2 of the Fallout playthrough series. We'll probably come up with a better name for it. And like I said in the last video, if you stuck around till now, you're watching the second video, give yourself a round of applause. Second, I recorded a bunch of these videos without audio, so somehow the game music got through. I must have had a problem with my microphone or something. I don't know. So I'm going back over them, talking now, doing a little re-edit, and we'll just give you a little info on what I've been doing, and we're still at the beginning of the game. You'll get a bunch of the story. I'll stop talking, let Preston Garvey talk and whatnot, and here we go. So I started off this one here just doing some weapon mods from last time we died. We didn't, I think 3 bandits killed us, or outlaws, or whatever they're called, so I figured I'd do some tune-ups on my weapons, and some of the mods I have in here are weapons related. So one is called Wacky Weapons. So you can craft weapons from like the chem table. You know, I think they're free, or maybe 1 steel or something like that. And then you can add any weapon part to any weapon. So, you know, you can put a Gatling gun on a Gatling gun, big triple barrel on your rocket launcher or something like that. Some of them are functional, some of them aren't. So you'll see when I do some of these weapons that I go through and I try them afterwards. And so this time I'm just upgrading my normal weapons. I'm doing a little walk-see around the Red Rocket gas station, I think it's called. And in this one we're going to do a bunch of leveling up, basic stuff. In a second, I'm going to go through the Red Rocket gas station here. I sped it up for you guys a little bit, but I'll go around and pick up all the scrap. So I like to do that usually when I find a new settlement, is clean it up a little bit. And if you'll notice that the settlements are pre-walled, so that's another mod I have installed. I have another mod installed called pre-walled settlements, I believe so. It's pretty self-explanatory, and it has most of the settlements in the game come pre-walled. Some don't, like Sanctuary, or not Sanctuary. Yeah, is it Sanctuary? Whatever the where you start is. It's not walled, but a lot of the ones you find are Norhagen Beach, blah 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 blah, Abigail Farm, or Abernathy Farm, I should say. All the farms, most of the outposts, all that kind of stuff. The castle is not. You'll see what we do with the castle later on in another video, but it's very it's hit or miss. I think it's all the original ones that aren't like military things. So I run around here. I sped this up for you guys. We're just getting everything. I'm gonna do this thing where I drop a scrap and then double it, duplicate it, and that gets crazy right away. You know, you go 2, 4, 6, 8 all the way up. You end up with 50,000 of an item. I don't go much higher than 50 because then it does some glitch out thing. It doesn't like it where you'll double 50, but it'll give you 12 back or something. So it must be like Skyrim where you hit the end of its math and it stopped. Its math ain't mathin'. So a lot of these outposts right away, you're not going to get all your really sophisticated materials like nuclear material, ballistic weave, maybe aluminum, crystal, certain things you're not going to find in the gas station or Sanctuary Hills. So I just do this. I like to see what I have. Oh, I got wood, I got steel, I got rubber, I got a lot of the basics. And now what you need tons of to do this jet thing I'm doing here is plastic and fertilizer. So I think it's 2 fertilizer, 1 plastic. And there you go. I sped through that and made a bunch of jets so I would level up. See, I'm level 9. And then here we go. So I must have had the audio turned off. See, now the music's on for some reason. But so this is the wacky weapons where you can put any weapon part on any weapon. So I go through, I do some customizing. I just want to try stuff out. I never really used this mod before. So I want to see, like, you can make a gun that looks wrong. Like, the parts are not all connected, but I tried to make a couple things that were nice. So I took one of these wacky revolvers. I want to see, like, oh, look, you can put huge barrels on them. And it'll affect the stats. Like, you your range and accuracy. Like, you can put a sniper rifle barrel on a revolver and it'll give you crazy range. Like, so it's, I don't know, I like it. Especially when you get up in the higher levels. Like, when you're level 150 or something, you want some cool, wacky gun. You don't want something you picked up and then just put an advanced receiver on. Now look at that. Isn't that cool? That's like the Joker's gun. Like, where he's got to pull it all the way out of his pants. Like, a holster like that would be like Ash's from Army of Darkness, where he spins it. Oh, double barrel revolver. Weird parts. Laser Gatling barrels, and those ones don't look too bad. But some of them, I just wish it would shrink the space up. Like, if that was on the front of that, it would look cool. Especially when you held it. When you were like this and it was like super long. So I'm looking through. That's a ported sniper rifle barrel. All these cool different things. And like I said, I'd never seen this before, so I'm just checking stuff out. I'm seeing, oh, can I go all back to the yeah, give me the Western stuff, but give me a weird pipe handle and a rusty barrel. And then now you can put a muzzle attached, so you can go like long barrel and then super long. You can put a bayonet. Like, you can put all the rifle stuff on the pistols if you want. So that's pretty cool. Move me just a little. I'll move me. Oh, wrong one. There he is. I'll move me just a little bit. Here. How about there? Am I better there? So that's just, I'm just testing that first big gun I made. And then I go back to making jet. And then I go back to the guns. And I go, I think I'm going to make something better this time. I didn't really like how that one looked. So now I think I'll just make a really good Western revolver. End up with something like this. 50% more damage against ghouls. Alien handle. Long barrel. Or rusty pipe barrel. Just looks cool. A little dose of the good stuff. And let's try this out. Yeah, so I like the aesthetic of this scope, but I don't like it in functionality, I think. I think this is going to make me go back to the drawing board. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that very much. So now we're going to start with a new Western revolver. And I think I like the combo of Western parts and alien parts. So I'm going to end up with a gun that kind of looks like inspired by Cowboys versus Aliens type situation, where your action remains a Earth action, but your handle and barrel are alien parts. So it looks like I put it together with what I had in an alien crash site. I believe it's 10 millimeter. And I have see-through scopes enabled, so that one I can look right through. And it looks nice. And then I decided to spruce up the gas station a little bit here. I put a tiki bar in. I put an empty set of armor there. I tidied up a little more. See, right there's my tiki bar. And then I decide, you know what? We're on to Concord. So we go moseying down. Last time we didn't make it much past 2 guys. We had 2 or 3, maybe 3 bandits got us. So we're hoping this time with our alien gun and our cool vault suit that we're a little better. We shoot a couple blood bugs, and this whole time Concord was right there. I probably could have shot a mini nuke and hit one of these buildings. Now that's good pressure treating in those uprights for the electricity there. Do you think your pressure treated lumber is going to last 210 years in an atomic war? I don't think so. Now this time these guys are going right down. Dog's keeping them distracted. We got that nice new alien gun. And these guys are getting blown in half. We leveled up some, so we got a little bit better stats, a little more health. Now that's Idiot Savant. So when you have Idiot Savant, the lower your intelligence, the higher chance you get for an XP boost. It's a good strategy when you start if you want to progress quickly, but
I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us. Please.
don't mind if I do. So we're inside here now, the Museum of Independence, I believe this is called. So we're going to slowly make our way through the first floor here. We're going to encounter some, let's put me back here. We're going to encounter some light resistance. And then we're going to get to meet the gang finally. I haven't adopted a mask yet. Soon we'll don the mask. And there we go. We're going to need this power core after to activate the power armor. So we're just going to go ahead and get it now. This is one of the things I did with my leveling up was I got like lockpicking and terminal stuff. It really, really helps your progression quickly through the beginning of the game if you can put a couple points in each of those terminal.
Got it.
Well, just one because you won't be able to access the second level till you're in the teens, but trust me, you want to be able to open any terminal or door you find. Any locks, any lock containers if you're an ammo hound. Oh, you think you can tuck right around the corner like that? Oh, and he can. Look at that. Really doesn't matter if you have a super space cannon. You gotta hit your guys. Come on. There he is. Peekaboo. Dog meat, sir.
Let's just get the hell
Captain
out of
Dog
here.
Meat.
We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Ooh. Goodbye. I hardly knew that guy. I like checking these guys out. Sometimes they got stuff. I like to collect a little bit of everything. Eventually you build a factory and you can make whatever you want, but it's nice to have options for role playing. Ooh, Dandy Boy apples and Fancy Lad snack cakes. Oh, here we go. What about putting me here? What is
Man,
that?
I don't know.
Is that in the way?
Your timing's impeccable.
It's probably going to be right in the way. I'm just experimenting.
Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Sir? Reporting for duty?
Go. Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill.
That ain't it.
As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here.
Uh-huh.
Damn it.
Who are these people?
Just folks looking for a new home, a fresh start. I've been with them since Quincy. Lexington looked good for a while, but the ghouls drove us out of there.
Let's just try there.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. It's just me, the Longs, Marcy and June. That's old Mama Murphy on the couch. And this here is Sturgis.
Hey,
Yo. That sounds rough.
Sounds rough.
Thanks. It's good to meet someone who really cares. Anyway,
I don't like it up
we
there.
figured
I'm
Congo
going
would be
back
a
down
safe
here.
place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
I wonder what that could be.
One good idea can make.
Sturgis, tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
I like it a lot.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Protection with an added bonus. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. The suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
I wonder how we're going to get out of this pickle.
I'll help if I can.
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. We know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
We got ourselves a mission. Get ourselves into that nice power armor. Teach these bandits and raiders a lesson. Get these nice people somewhere safe. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Yeah, cherry's all right. If he meant rust. Let's get this bad boy going. No one knew who I was till I put on the armor. Here we go. And it's almost like the game knows and the music kicks in. We get some really good music.
Show me that fancy gun up close. Think I can get past my boys. Give you that.
Like I'm getting my training wheels while the music's picking up. Oh, nice to meet you, Gristly. I'll see you in hell, Raider scum. Probably get a little closer. Oh, blew that car up by accident. Thanks, dog meat. He's got my back. All these Raider scum. Got 310 rounds left. Uh-oh. Big death claw. A scripted event. Ooh. He eats them. He eats all these rounds. Gonna have to pull out the big boy. Time to be dealt with. Oh. Get back. Get back! Oh, 3 guys. 3 red marks. 2. 1. And that's it. I love this with the music. Just had the radio on in the game. Pretty sick. I'm gonna come in here and reassure the crew.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
Oh, shucks.
The feeling's mutual, Preston.
You can never have. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives. So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Little bucks, little bullets.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us. We could use your help getting settled there.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh,
You son of a bitch,
that's
I'm in.
wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it, and I know your pain.
Please, tell me. I need to know.
Help me, old lady.
You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
Whoa.
I knew it.
I
How do you know that, Mama
feel
Murphy?
the great.
Please.
Do you have Sean?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you bring.
No, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk.
Maybe you
Gonna
bring
kill you.
Mama Murphy some medicine and she'll
We're
tell you all
gonna
about
die
your lost
eventually.
boy.
We're gonna need the site, and our new friend
there.
here,
Don't worry.
he's gonna need it too.
I'll get these
Now
people to
let's
Sanctuary.
get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks.
Sanctuary awaits.
We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary.
A little more triumphant music now. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Probably gonna get copyright from the 18th century composers. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so we figure out we can fast travel and we end up back in Sanctuary. So now we're just gonna be doing some tidying up. We're ditching our power armor for a few shakes of a lamb's tail here. In the next video, or the one after that, we'll probably come back and do some upgrading to it. We can make frames. That's the other thing I added mod-wise was frames. So now we're just waiting for Mama Murphy and Preston and everybody to get back to Sanctuary. Nice weight mechanic. And like Skyrim or whatever, you get to see the time pass. And they're here. I said they're here. Oh, we're waiting one more. No, come on. Here we go.
Bye.
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
That was my house right over there.
I used to like living here.
What do you mean? Before what?
Right. I lived here.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You say you were frozen.
My son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. I've been looking for him.
Damn. I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
You're a good man, Preston Garvey. Godspeed. Vaya con Dios, Preston Garvey. El Preston Garvey.
I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor.
I just told you I'm 200 and
I've heard
something
from
years old, and you're
settlement
like, can
asking
you
for
help me?
There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there. Somewhere.
Oh,
Only
the
chance to start
old-fashioned,
rebuilding
can
the
you
Minutemen
restart the
is to
Minutemen
show people
request?
that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
Of
Be glad to.
course.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way,
All right, everybody. This is going to be where this one wraps up. We'll walk her back over here. We got just a few seconds left in the video, and then we will do a little wrap up for you. Okay, so that was part 2. You stuck around to the end of this one. Proud of you. This one, shorter. There was a lot of stuff I cut out. Me walking around the Red Rocket gas station and picking stuff up or leaving the menu open for 40 seconds while I look something up on my phone or whatever. In a later video, I'll describe the duplicating of the items. We do that a lot later, so I'll get to show you. Part 3 coming out. We're working on it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do the subscribing thing, and have a fun day.